Most dads don't need more fitness information. They need a system they can actually follow along with consistently. This morning, we're building strength under fatigue because that's what dads need in the real world. But this isn't just a workout. This is the 5 a.m. squat club where dads get up early before their kids wake to ensure that they make progress in their fitness and their goals every day. This is more than just a workout. We're going to prime our minds, choose our first thoughts of the day, warm up together, get some intensity, and then take action on our goals. Short, efficient, before the kids wake, every day. If you're ready, let's choose our first thoughts. Let's go. So step one here on the 5 a.m. squat club is to get into a squat. So what you're looking at is get your feet underneath your hips. Try to get the heels down on the floor, and if you're struggling with that or you feel like you're going to fall over backwards, just hold on to a counterbalance out in front of you while we're here. And what we're going to do while we're here is we're going to go through a box breathing exercise to set our breath and our body before we move. What it looks like is a 4-second inhale, 4-second hold, 4-second exhale, 4-second hold while we go through these mental reps. First one is I am responsible. Means I'm going to take action, accountability, responsibility for my life, for my goals, for my dreams, for anything that is around me, even if it's not really my fault. I'm going to take ownership because it gives me control over my life. Understand that if you're not where you want to be, it's nobody else's fault but your own. Next, I will make time between stimulus and response. And this maybe is just a personal one. I've been told that I am an extremely reactive person, and I agree with that sometimes. So I need to work on, I'm sure I'm not the only one, taking a moment between that stimulus coming in and my response coming back out so that the people around me are getting a better version. Next, I have all I need to succeed today and will focus on progress over perfection. When we start thinking I don't have the tools or I can't do this, then we're done. If you understand that the step that you could take today that you have the tools for, and that taking that step is going to give you the tools for tomorrow's step, and so on and so forth, you'll build the skills and the tools as you go. You'll know that you can take any step, that you can start and make progress. And the last one is I choose gratitude. I need to make sure that I'm focusing on the good things that are in my life, that I'm not just looking at what needs fixing and what I need to progress on, but also what is already there. What am I content with that will continue to motivate me to improve? All right, Mindset Prime, let's start moving. So first movement, first piece every day after we choose our first thoughts is to get off the floor, because we've gotten out of bed, we've done what I'm going to call the hard part, right? Not pressing that snooze button. Now we get off the floor. So what we're looking at is 2 minutes here. Get the hands on the ground. You can walk yourself down if you'd like. Beep, beep, beep. Or hop the feet back, up to you. Lay it down fully on the ground, and then we'll get off the floor. Hop and clap overhead to celebrate. Celebrate that we're up. Celebrate that we're alive. Celebrate that we've made this decision to take our shit seriously. Our fitness, our goals, our lives, our kids. We can only be the best version of ourselves for them if we work on ourselves. So that's why we're up here early. That's why we're doing burpees at 5 a.m, so that we don't regret the fact that we didn't later on down the line. So we'll get another just over a minute here of starting to turn on the body, starting to get the blood flowing and the joints lubricated and the heart rate up a little bit. And then we'll get into a little general warm-up. And then we've got a simple 20-minute EMOM of some conditioning and strength together. Good morning, Tim, Terry, Jody, Chris. Getting that engine turned on. Looking forward to a nice 20-minute session. And then, as usual, excited to take some action on our homework so that we can visually see that progress that we're making on our goals. All right, 20 seconds if you want to turn it up a little bit. you're starting to feel good, but you want to turn up the heat a little bit, feel free to go a little faster for the last few, but we do have some more warm-up coming along. All right, second step. Let's look at the screen there. We're gonna go with some jumping jacks here. So just taking the hands and feet out together, a little bouncing, warming up the ankles, getting some fluids flowing here. And while we're bouncing around here, starting up our day, let me know in the chat or the comments, what time did you go to bed last night? Because personally, and I think everybody else, if you're going to bed too late, getting up early is going to become challenging and unmaintainable. So I always aim, if we're aiming to get 8 hours, I get up at 4:30. That's 8:30 bedtime. Last night was closer to 9, and that's typical for me. So I try not to beat myself up for it, so not bad. But let me know in the chat, what time do you go to bed? Is that enough sleep for you? Is that what you're aiming for? Talk about that bedtime. Next, we're gonna go with an inchworm. So nice wide stance with the feet. Take the hands to the floor. Walk them forward till the shoulders are over top of the wrists. Squeeze the butt, squeeze the legs, squeeze the abs to create a nice straight line in the body. And then walk it back. Stand tall in between. A little bit of popping, clicking there. Let's get at least 5 there. There's 2. 1 a.m. for Mr. Terry. That is late. 3. A couple more here. Listen to your body right now, checking in. See how everything feels. Are we feeling any residual tension from yesterday in the hips, legs, upper body? Okay. Next one, we're gonna swing a leg. So just standing nice and tall, starting out the swing here nice and gentle. I like to ease in and then kind of increase the range as I go, trying to keep the abs tight here so that when that leg comes back behind, we're not in too much extension. But increasing that range, getting at least 10 cycles here. We're gonna be playing around with a less common movement this morning in the Zercher deadlift, squat, call it what you want, switch sides, and some conditioning. So if you're new to that, awesome. Let's get some exposure to something new, some functional capacity that comes with that. Woo. Get a little tension in the hip flexor here. It feels nice to swing that out. A little bit of hamstring. Next, we're gonna come into a runner's lunge. So basically start yourself in a plank position there. We're gonna take one foot outside the hands. Good morning, Yaroslav. We're just gonna bounce that hip up and down a little bit. You're gonna feel, once you keep the abs squeezed, you're gonna get a little pull in that front hip flexor. Just drop the knee, lift the knee. Keep the abs on, lift the chest. That's tight. We'll switch sides. We'll get kind of 2 sets each here. Lift up that knee and just pulse. On this side, I actually feel it more in the hamstring on the front leg. We're gonna go back to the other side, at least once per side. So just 10 bounces, let's say. Switch sides. And controlled bounces, obviously, when I say that, try not to be ballistic with this. Just opening up those hips, dropping them down a little bit. You'll feel hip flexor on the back leg, and maybe a little hamstring on that front leg. And then we'll switch sides again. Get another 10 on the other side. Feels so different on this side. Chris, 11 p.m., 7 out of 10. That's some extra snuggles with the baby at about. Nice. Nice. Take advantage of that, right? Okay. Oh, next one. We're going to come into our passive squat or paleo squat, whatever you want to call it. Feet underneath the hips. And just squatting down here. If this is uncomfortable, then this is the move, and you just hang out there. Try to breathe, especially if you're uncomfortable. Otherwise, we're gonna get a twist here. So we'll take the elbows inside the knees, and then you're gonna take one outside and you're gonna reach it up towards the ceiling as high as you can get it. Take a full breath there. Reset the elbows back inside the knees. And then switch sides. Let's get at least 3 per side here. Take your time. Full breath. Really reach. All right, call this the last one. All right, so let's talk about today's workout. No real specific prep here. Let's look at it. Okay, so we've got a format that we've done before this morning. Every minute on the minute. Odd minutes are going to be some sort of conditioning, either cals on a machine if you've got one, a rower, a bike erg, a ski erg, a treadmill, whatever, 10 plus cals, 30, 40 seconds-ish of conditioning. And then on the even minutes, we're gonna do a little bit of Zercher work, a little bit of strength work. So what we're looking at, if you don't have a barbell, you can very easily just go with like a dumbbell and just hold it in the elbows. Right, as if you're carrying a log or something around in your arms. What it's going to look like with the barbell is we're going to take it from the floor and then set it up there. So it's going to be a slightly wider than shoulder width stance. You're going to take the barbell inside the knurling, just like a sumo deadlift like we did the other day. I don't want to be too wide with my feet. I'm going to put the barbell on my knees and sit down. From there, the elbows are coming underneath the barbell until that thing's sitting in that Zercher position. And then I'm gonna drive out with the legs. We're gonna get 2 reps on the even minutes. So you'll come back down. You can even rest the bar back on the legs, reset the tension, and drive back out. We're gonna get a double. On the way back down, put the bar on the legs, get out, stand it up, and then reverse the deadlift. So let's take a few minutes here and get a little bit of weight on it. What you want to think is something that's challenging for those 2 reps. You're going to be under fatigue, so the heart rate will be going. Something that you can do for those 2 and potentially increase the weight throughout these 10 sets if you'd like. So let's take a minute, get a little bit of weight on the bar, try it out. Drop any comments or questions in the chat if you got any. Once again, if you don't have a barbell, you could use a dumbbell. You could use like a bumper plate or something, right? You could hold it like so. I just want to not hold this like a normal barbell with my hands like we do everything else. So let's take a minute, warm it up. And then we'll go from there. All right, do we get the 45s on there? Let's do it. All right, one more warm up here and then we're gonna get moving. So make sure your space is set up. Make sure you got some water if you want. And I don't know if I mentioned it, if you don't have a machine, then you can skip You can burpee, you can jog, depending on your space. It's definitely getting light enough out that if you're doing this outside, you can go for a jog, 20 seconds out, 20 seconds back. So lots of good options, but you want that cardio option to be, 30 seconds, 40 seconds kind of thing, nothing too long after that. I'm not sure I've actually picked up this much with my elbows. Maybe try one before we go here. Yeah, that's heavier than I've done. Okay, listos. All right, let's do this. Take a minute, grab some water. Let's get it. Let's get the clock set. So remember, 10 rounds of conditioning plus strength. Okay. If you're a busy parent, you need a system. You need a functional capacity that comes with intensity, efficiency. This morning, we've got 20 minutes building strength under duress. Let's give it a go. So what we've got today, simple format, every minute on the minute for 20 minutes, 2 movements. The first one, you're just gonna be aiming to get the heart rate up a little bit, ideally in a functional way with either a machine or something else. So if you have a rower or a ski erg or a bike erg, I've got an Echo bike here, or a treadmill, anything that can kind of be a steady cardio. If you don't have a machine, you can jump rope, you can do burpees, or you can go for a jog. We're looking for 30 to 40 seconds of work there. On the alternating minutes is where we're gonna build our strength. So if you've got a barbell, I'll show you with the bar, and then I'll show you without in a minute. So what you're gonna do is 2 Zercher deadlifts, 2 Zercher squats, excuse me. You're gonna set your feet in your squat stance, deadlift the barbell to the knees, sit on down, get the elbows underneath there, stand it up, come back down to the squat, stand it up, back to the legs to reset, hands, stand, and then descend the deadlift. If you don't have a barbell or that position's just not accessible, you can go with a dumbbell. Same thing, put it in the elbows, or something like a sandbag or a bumper plate, anything that you can hold necessarily, in the elbows, not necessarily with the hands. So, if you're ready, let's get this going. Okay, get some tunes on here. Once again, 30, 40 seconds on the conditioning movement, and then 2 on the deadlift, on the Zercher deadlift. So, let's do this. 20 minutes, 10 seconds. Let's go for it. Get on your machine or get out for your jog. 3, 2, 1. Good. I'm gonna aim for 10 cals every round, but you're just thinking, 30, 40 seconds of moderate effort. You can always feel free to push the pace if your capacity is there. It's just over 30 seconds. 40. So you can have an amount of time what you want to do, or a set number of calories. 3, 2, 1. No rush. You got those 2 lifts to do. Nice and tight.
I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, faster than any crypto. It's go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent.
All right, there's one set. 9 to go. And you can increase the weight on those Zerchers if you want. Maybe every couple sets. Give yourself some time. Round 2. 5, 3, 2, 1. It's 20. 30. 40. 10. 3, 2, 1. Two Zercher squats. It's a nice tight deadlift. To the knee. Sit it down. Elbows underneath. Drive. Back down. 2 down. Feels good. Listen to your body here. You know, if any of this is too easy, push the pace or bring it down if you need. If you don't think you can maintain for all 10 rounds, do what you gotta do. 3, quality over quantity. 2, 1, go. Twenty. 30. 40. 10. Get your breath. 3, 2, 1. Three down. Try 5s. So far, so good, team. 20 seconds.
Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. How many steps, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the
10.
best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. You check as I'm chest,
3,
what's happening next.
2,
You got the venom, a tangible
1.
weapon, no coming in second.
Go.
This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from him, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just for an obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill no discretion. Your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. Oh! Could try to play, but you're never gonna be me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me.
20.
Bloody hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheme.
30.
Stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him.
40.
Instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace,
10
running
seconds.
the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions
3,
in the right
2,
mind can take you so
1.
far. It's like you lived a few lives.
And you're ready.
Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives. You create thoughts. Never waste time. You got one shot. You got one life. Better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5. No mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way. What I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains. Go free me.
4 down.
Like sheep move feet. Hurt it easy.
6 to go.
Wanna be fast asleep when they scheme.
Far so good.
Ready for a fight, believe me. When they try
Always
to
let me know how it's going.
change, no, free me.
20 seconds.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can
10
still
seconds.
go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
3, 2, 1.
I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, on the highway, and in the driveway is a nice range. Just a grind through the climb.
20.
You never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredients.
30.
They see with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go.
40.
Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go, go,
10.
go, 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 go,
3, 2, 1. Set 5.
You got a mind, but even that can change. You can flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake until you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat.
Halfway.
Until you're feeling no more pain.
Ooh, he's feeling the elbows.
You can do some more. Push past all the pain and you find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never
20.
do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow,
Halfway. 5 more rounds.
even when there's
Keep
no
it up.
hope, you can still go.
Get uncomfortable.
Listen to no, man, I still
Build that capacity. 10. 3, 2, 1. 20. 30. 40.
10.
Always fight,
never quit, do it right, play the game.
5,
Have no shame,
3,
there's no time,
2,
feel the pain,
1.
the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win at life. I never miss, that's facts, taking big steps, I'm neither bad, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real good. How's it supposed to feel?
30. 4 more sets. Job so far, team. Over the hump. 5, 3, 2, 1.
I just do that's fact and I don't feel no shame. It's a mood you lack. I go crazy. Nah, I ain't crazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel got me hazy. About to unpack all these shit I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something
20.
you can forget. I'm living up every breath. I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats I've spread with every word that I've said.
30. 40. 10. So you can slow down the breathing. 3, 2, 1. Seven down, 3 to go.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never
30
had a
seconds.
life come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so
Who's
they could
feeling
see
good?
me. Did what I had to do just to feed me, and what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe
10
me.
seconds.
Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And
3,
damn, I
2,
feel like no one takes
1.
accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour, take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder, and all the doubters, they're just young downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to
20.
win the crown. Off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve it now. It's only worth it if you work for it.
30.
It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
40. 10. 3, 2, 1.
I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart? Are you mean? Got some scars, got some knees.
Let me tell ya.
Willing to go bleed. I swear to God they don't let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns.
Wow. 8 down, 2 to go.
It's only worth it if you work for it.
That was hard.
It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they don't let me
2 more rounds. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. $30.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world
40.
blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like
10.
I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a
3, 2, 1.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows where 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't no place to waste my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, I'm losing shit, I'm losing shit. A stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody
One more, team.
blind? Please, Lord, give
Woo.
me a sign, a sign.
We got it. Last one.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me
10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Let's go.
in different versions. Each do one day, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through.
20.
I need to grow with you, just go get your own tissue. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world
30.
Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing
40.
Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign.
All right, last set.
That's it, the end of the
10.
song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on.
3,
'cause
2,
society's a myth.
1.
Put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
Wow. Let's go. Fantastic job, team. There you go. 20 minutes. Conditioning, strength. Realistically, strength under duress. Because in the real world, that's often what's going to happen. When you're going to need that strength, it's not going to be perfect circumstances. So if you want to train for real life, make sure your fitness applies and build your life. Join us every day. Love you guys. All right, team. How we doing? We did Zercher a couple months ago. Yeah, I don't know if we did in this format though. Either way, got to get it in, got to run. Awesome job, Tim. Have a great day. Get your stretching in, get your homework in. Okay, let's cool her down here. We're just gonna go nice and easy. The old, yep, we did. Yeah. Hey, good to get it in every once in a while, right? All right, we're just gonna go with a seated hip stretch here, a little glute stretch. So one leg is straight out in front and the other one is crossed over top and you're trying to sit up nice and proud with the chest. Try not to hunch over, just getting a stretch in the glute there. We'll breathe here while we cool down and we talk about this system, this simple system that you don't need motivation, you don't need any fancy workouts. We just get up and move. Every single day, we'll be here to do it together. And consistency is key, right? We talk about this all the time, that you don't need, even any one particular workout doesn't need to be amazing. It's really just about being consistent and moving every day and maintaining this habit. The more you can create a life of systems, the less you're relying on your, on your motivation, on your, on decision making, on any of that stuff. If you systematize your life, things happen without you needing to be fully on the ball, let's say, right? Sometimes there are days when you don't feel like it, but because you've built that system, you're gonna go and do it anyways. It's gonna happen, it's gonna bring you up, and over time, that just compounds. The more times, the more consistently you do it, the better those results. Whether it's in your fitness or here in your homework, where we take this system, right? We stack the next habit on top of our exercise habit here, and we direct that towards moving our lives forward, towards building something that, means something to us, our legacy, our mission, our purpose, whatever it is. Take an hour, do that action, but don't do it midday, do it right now. Stack it right after this exercise. Use the clarity, use the calm that's in your body to use that, to create that action, to move forward without, any decision fatigue, because you're clear and you're ready to go. So on that quick note, I'll show you, I don't think I've got a lot from yesterday. It was just yesterday morning. It was nice to get up and see the sheep mostly where they should be, in their spot, birds chirping, beautiful spring morning. I do have a kind of a crappy story though, which I'll share with you real quick. We had to put down our first critter yesterday, which I did not love, but there's a learning lesson here, and I'll share it with you because it's real. Might as well be vulnerable. We had, I think I mentioned it a little while ago, that we had a lamb that had hurt itself. I think it may have gotten caught by a coyote and it had a big gash on its head. And it seemed to be doing pretty well, and I thought it was healing. But yesterday when I saw it, it basically didn't get up. And I went over and it had just maggots and bugs all over its head. So we brought it back to the house, and my wife and I and the girls tried to clean it out, and we had some antiseptic stuff, and hopefully this doesn't gross you out, but those bugs were basically in this lamb's brain. So, lesson is, check up more closely on those critters, be more vigilant. So, we started cleaning and we recognized that this is not something that we're going to be able to save. So I had to put it down, and my daughters, well, especially the older one who understands this, was very upset about it. And, we had to explain that, on that note of, we talk about, I am responsible every morning, and I'm responsible, right? We did not do our best for that sheep. We could have done a better job, number one. And then number two, in that moment, we had to make that decision that, hey, is this thing going to get better, or do we need to end its suffering? And realistically, that was the right decision. But can we learn from this and get better and take accountability and responsibility? Absolutely. So just a sobering reminder of, our food doesn't come from a grocery store. It comes from real life, and the more disconnected we are from it, the more our life is plastic in a bubble, unrealistic. So think about that. Take action on your homework. Move yourself in the direction that you're meant to be, the life that you're meant to live, and go get it. Let's see here. Yes, I'm here for it. Love to switch it up. I know you'll probably do another 2 workouts today, Jody. Hiller just programmed his first Zercher last week. Yeah, I saw it. I saw him doing it and kind of inspired me a little bit. So Chris, I used the slosh pipe for the Zerchers, 120 pounds. That's impressive. But that thing's thicker though. That probably feels a little bit nicer on the elbows. Yeah, Talia, poor baby. Good you ended his suffering. Yeah, I didn't like to do it, but it was, we'll be better. All we can do is, aim to get better and learn and improve. So, all right, team. Quick shout outs to chatters. Yaroslav. Will's Fishing. I completely missed you. Sorry. Talia, Chris, Jody, Tim, and Terry. Love you guys. If you want to support this channel, hit those reactions, hit the thumbs up button. If you really want to support us, join the team. Love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow, Sandbag Saturday. Have yourselves a fantastic day, team. Bring a friend tomorrow. I love to see your faces, not your faces, your chat names. Bring a friend. Make somebody else suffer with us. Love you guys. Peace.